Good evening, good afternoon, or wherever you find yourselves in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours, and welcome to the exciting installment of Darkness and Dublin. Needless to say, it's always that way in places. There's always that one house at the end of the street where your best friend Billy would tell you that a body was found there in the 1950s. Old Mrs. Hendrickson, German immigrant, so they say, found hacked to death with an axe. However, well, whether these things are true or not, the house always has a sinister reputation. People claim they see individuals standing in the windows and the doors just creak in the right way. But then again, who's to say that that's not true? Who's to say that there isn't a doorway to hell located somewhere just under the floorboards? Who knows? One such house is the destination that you find yourself in this evening. It has tall, looming buttresses that seem to creak down, looking at you, almost as if the house itself was slightly predatory. But then again, you've come into the realm of Clan Giovanni, where, let's face it, nothing is true and everything is never what it seems. There are ghouls dressed in livery made of silk, clothes that you'd expect to see on the bodyguards of millionaires, but tonight, well, they guard the dead. Fantastic and mighty do fall. Doorways are opened, you are ushered inside. You find the fact that the house itself, the inside of which you can see to the rafters, has been utterly gutted. There's no floor, no walls, nothing inside that remains, save for the ability for the roof to stand up. The entire inner space of this mansion, from one side to the other, left to right, right to left, has been entirely changed in order to fit one long, grand ballroom. This is the entirety of the inside of the building. The floor itself has been polished to a mirror sheen. How much does this cost to do? Well, needless to say, it's not like the Giovanni have their own bank or anything. Oh, wait, yeah, they do. But, needless to say, kids, it's time to dance. On the walls, all around you, left to right, there are a number of art pieces that hang in order to be appreciated by the eyes of the connoisseur as you take step after step to look at them. On the dance floor, many wearing fine dresses that would not be reminiscent, that would be reminiscent of perhaps a ball held by the Romanov family, dance circles around the floor. However, as many of you, gifted in the art of auspex, will see, well, you're not exactly alive, but these, the dancing figures, are definitely corpses. They are there to provide spectacle as their bodies move with the necromantic commands of their masters. What can we say? We wouldn't want this place to seem dead, now would we? As you enter into the building, eventually the music will die down. The crowd of those sick, moving cadavers will stop, and you will see a figure stand and take the stage where it was the music had been playing. He opens his arms wide, greeting you all, and says, "Ah, mi amici, welcome to the home of Clan Giovanni. In order to welcome my dear Uncle Ambrogino, Patro di Patri, to the city, I have thrown this little soiree. Needless to say, drink deep of the evening. The servants are expendable, the music is delightful, and we all must be home before the dawn. So, dance, drink, be merry. I would say for tomorrow we die, but we all died a long time ago." And with that, he steps down, the introduction apparently over, and the party can really begin.